charge. So we have two types of charges, positive charge and negative charge. Okay, and I hope you do understand about it, what is a positive charge and what is a negative charge. Before going to tell you the further basic properties of these charges, let me explain you that what is a point charge. So when the size of the bodies, for example, this I must say, just let me increase the visibility. Suppose this is the size, as you can see, the red one, the small one. Okay, so suppose this is one of the charged body and this is another one of the charged body, and if the distance between them is much greater with respect to their sizes, then we call these charges as the point charges. So you got that right? We call them as point charges. So basically it's a relative comparison between the size of the charged body. Okay, this inside one is the size of the charged body and the distance between the two charged bodies. So you know now that what is a point charge, right? So the basic properties of the charge, which may be a positive charge or a negative charge. So the basic properties are three, and first property is additivity of the charge, right? First property is additivity of charge. That means, suppose we are having a system, suppose this is the system inside this circle. We are having the system, and inside this we are having so many charged bodies. Okay, and suppose let us call them as Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on, right? Now the total charge of this body will be denoted as Q is equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So that's called as additivity of charges. That means the total charge will be sum of the charge of individual bodies inside this bigger body, or the bigger circle, or the bigger area that we have defined, right? Now the second basic property is, let us go again to that. The second property is that charge is conserved, right? What does it mean that the charge is conserved? It means that the charge cannot be created. That means you cannot create a charge and you cannot destroy a charge, right? Charge cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed. Okay. Or the third one, the third basic property that we must know, which is the most important property, that is the quantization of charge. So that means the charge of a body, for example, if this is a single body and it contains so many small point charges. Okay, and suppose the charges are Q1, Q2, Q3. Now the total charge will be Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Why it will be Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3? Because of the first property, that the charges are additive, right? We can add them. So you know that when we are having these kind of charges, then definitely these charges will be composed of some single unit, right? And what is that unit? That unit is charge of an electron. That unit is charge of an electron, which is E, which we denote by E. That is the charge of an electron, and which is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb, right? So the quantization of charge says that all the charges are integral multiple of this E, that is the charge of electron.